make him this nice chocolate brother, and we gonna bring him up in here looking all good with the accent. Had us with that conversation at the beach house with them in the backyard, talking about no matter their struggles or what they go through, they're always gonna be there to support each other, yada yada. And now we got her struggling, and y'all ain't even giving us that conversation between the two of them. I told y'all they be giving us stuff, he pulled the legs, he pulled the legs and went between them. What?
Dirty South, ain't got really feel me, feel us. East Coast, feel me, feel us. West Coast, feel me. Say what?
What's up, y'all? It's Kaya. I'm back to go over this week's episode of All American, Season 6, Episode 5, Trust Issues. They're so messy for that title. Live Girl. It'll be quick thoughts, overall thoughts and opinions. Rating so far, because y'all know last week I put that number 1. I'm going to put episode 1 from this season at number 2. This will be number 3 for me in my tops for this season here. Honestly, listen, we had Live Girl and her whole situation that was going on that was taking up a lot of our time. Good stuff that was taking up our time. And then Jordayla was all up in this. Mostly just top 3 too, because it was moving. Love the pacing of everything. Storylines, we was going places. Spelivia, y'all really trying with them right now, but we had to meet Ashley at some point. So for that right there, I'm gonna accept what they gave us because it did make for some great showtime. And I ain't gonna lie, Ashley, my God, you're a looker. You kinda got some looks going to you, Ashley, but stop. Can't have you in here messing up what we've been building this whole time. You're not gonna do it. They ain't gonna do that to us. But the fact that they got you in here just shaking things up a little bit, okay, because at least you're cute. You let me know what your thoughts were and what you think is about to be happening next, especially because next week is cabin week. But before we get there, y'all, we're gonna talk about this week. We're gonna get into it. Let's go. Mama Grace, let's just touch on you, Mama Grace, because clearly you here. I don't know where your man is, but you're here. You and Lil Deal, big deal. I think we're just about to have her, y'all. I think she's just gonna be here now more frequently. Just like Coop, you try and get in here. You try and get in my heart a little bit, because ever since she was over there helping Live Girl with the book and everything, giving her some insight into Billy, the Billy you knew. And then last week with your son, his birthday, you being there, you being a part of that whole journey. I said, oh, she kind of chill. I like her like this. This week, you aren't that bad. If I'm gonna keep seeing you, because they keep giving you to me, I just need you to be like this. Just pop in every now and then and be there helping other people. That's why I like her, y'all. That's why I'm starting to warm up to her, seeing her all the time now. Because I said before how it was just her always focused on Spence and being there for Spence and what Spence needs. And yeah, that's her boy. That's her son. But there's other people out here. So her with the Live situation. Now her with Preach. Here with this Grant, which at first she wasn't with it. But, it took some pushing there. And then pretty soon, she was on board. I like her when we get to see her outside of that house, outside of just Spence and his problems and everything. To see her now doing things more with everyone else, I like that. But can we please see Carter? I don't know where this man is, where his daughter is. She is a stepmom out here, but can we see her stepmothering? We don't even see it. Bring her man back. I just want to see her now in this wifey. She got married and we don't even get to see her be a wife. That's the thing. I want to see this relationship is still going strong. I want to see what happened after the wedding we sat in for, me and Jordayla. So can y'all please bring back Carter and give me an update on this relationship? Because right now she just be randomly popping in. Then we got Coop and Mama Laura, right? I said, we'll be sticking with the law stuff. That's alright though. Because if it is, and I like Coop as a lawyer, I just prefer her as a rapper. If we sticking with it though, I wanted to see her up in Mama Laura's class. I wanted to see how, lines start to cross between her and Mama Laura having this very personal relationship, you guys living together, her constantly helping you in the past, I'm pretty sure in the future she gonna be, and then you guys going on to work with each other, and now in this professional setting where you kind of have to blend in and not seem like she's playing favorite, like you're trying to be a teacher's pet or anything. She was with it at first. That's exactly what she was going in there with the mindset of, until the patience thing happened, right? And Mama Laura basically switched up the story a little bit, but it's patience. My thing was the fact that we didn't have patience in the whole episode. The whole assignment is on patience. Yeah, she changed it up, but we still know. We know. So the fact that they didn't have patience in there kind of threw me, because she lives in his house. We were in that house quite a bit on top of that. So where is she? Also, I wasn't accepting it because you have this girl Coop who's riding so hard for her. One, after you said you loved her, still love her. 2, after she tried to come on to you and then you basically was like, nah, let's not do that. We're not in the right place for that. We can talk about it later. We still ain't get that conversation. But now you out here defending her because you feel like it's kind of messed up the way Mama Laura just blindsided you with it, didn't tell you that this is what she was doing, and just tried to switch things up about it. But now you see people coming after Patience and kind of putting the blame on her in a sense for the way she basically led Miko on. She kind of did. Kind of just put this on herself, her getting stabbed, right? People are attacking her. You're not taking it well because this is someone you know very, very close, someone who you still love. Like, you're in love with this person. She coming at Mama Laura. This is why I was like, where's Patience? This whole thing is revolving around her. It is, but it isn't. You know how they could have gave her to us? Is we don't see her the whole time. You don't want to give her to us the whole episode? That's alright. But then at the end, after Coop and Mama Laura squash their little thing that they got going on, we have Coop come upstairs and go to Patience's room, right? And she go knocking on the door. Patience don't open it though. So then Coop just peek her head in and she like, yo, you alright? You good? Not put like let her know what happened or anything like that, but just to check on her because she ain't talked to her in a couple of days or whatever. And then we got Patience who's still on her feels, and then she's just like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm fine. And then she just go back out. I just checking. And then head back out. Just so we could just get a little peek at her. I feel full circle right there. I would have loved that. I would have loved to see that. But they didn't give it to me. Also, the beef between, it wasn't beef. The issues between Coop and Mama Laura, and Coop being mad that she didn't know about it beforehand. Mama Laura kind of just, she threw it on her. Me personally, I feel like that was kind of on Mama Laura. Coop, I'm going to let you slide for this one. You valid and feeling the way you feel right here. Because she could have just gave you a little inkling. I'm just saying. Even if you ain't want to tell her that this was what the assignment was, you know, couldn't put it out there like, hey, I have this thing that's coming out about Patience, but it's not really about Patience, just to give you a heads up. I feel like she could have just been like, hey, just to let you know that we're about to have an assignment in class that's gonna touch a little close to home. Bring up some feels for you, make you feel these heightened emotions in a sense. Something like that along them lines, just so you can prepare her just a little bit. You ain't have to give her the details. You ain't have to give her names. You ain't have to go into what the topic was at all, but just to let her know that it was going to hit her in some sort of way, or just to prepare her, to tell her to come in prepared for this topic. Mama Laura, you kind of dropped the ball there, miss, and I've been loving on you, girl. Also, I feel like this just adds more to my thought process of Mama Laura being more so about her work, about her career and everything. Well, that's her thing. And she love her kids. She love the kids. She do. She love her husband, her dead husband. But at the same time, I think she's more of that career driven woman who she knows how to be there when her kids absolutely need her. But it doesn't feel to me like she's her kids' cheerleader when it comes to their dreams and their careers and everything. When do we see her at games on her own? When do we see her going to help Liv find things for articles? In the past. Following up about her articles, you know. I think it was more so on Billy. Billy really gave me, he had his flaws. He had many flaws. But at the same time, he seemed like that parent who tried to show interest in his kids' careers and their dreams and everything, and wanted to help them along the way, especially towards the end of his life. He really was pushing towards that. And I think with Mama Laura, she loves them and she supports them and everything, but because she's more focused on her career and because she's been this businesswoman, this career-driven woman her entire life, we see her more in that aspect. We see her being more of, when it gets too hard, when you're struggling to know your worth, I can be that person to pull you back and let you know what your worth is. But along the way, when things aren't hard, you know, when games are just happening, when I'm just doing my day-to-day work on this book, on these articles, to see you along the way supporting me and everything. And she do support. I don't doubt that she does support them, but she just doesn't show it more so. It's like she got pride from afar. I want to see it. I want to see it in live action. I want to see her cheering at games. I want to see her asking the questions that she should be asking Liv. And even now, with Liv being kind of hesitant to talk to her about the book because now she's next up for the interviews, being Billy's wife and being her mom and everything. And it's not only going to bring up emotional feelings for Mama Laura, but it's also going to bring up these feelings for Liv too, which is why she's also so hesitant to now have this interview with her. But at the same time, we don't have Mama Laura asking about the book. Unless she is. Maybe she's doing it off camera and they just not showing us. But we don't see her asking like, hey, how are your interviews going? How's the book just coming along? Do you feel confident? Do you feel comfortable with where you're at and the topics that you're talking about right now in the book about your dad? I know it can't be easy and everything. I want to see her having these conversations with him. I want to see her at games for Jor. I want to see her asking about his relationship and everything. The fact that they just have her off to the side, just smiling at them like a proud mama. I want you to vocalize that proudness. I want you to put it out there and give it to us because I'm not getting it and I want it. Always showing us her working on her own stuff with law or struggling, fixing somebody else's problems and stuff. I want to see her just being there, happy to support her kids in some sort of way on what it is that they're going after. That's all I want, y'all. That's it. But Mama Laura, you still my favorite adult. I still love you. You number one in the adults. You number one, girl. Liv girl. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all. Ashley, I knew it. From the second they said Ashley. No, they didn't even say it. From the second they showed us that phone when she got that text message and it said Ashley, I said that is a dude. That is most definitely a guy. You know why? What's their name? What's their name? What is it? Divergent? No. Diversity. Diversity, the dance team from London, y'all. And the main guy's name is Ashley on that dance team. I said, nope, it's giving me Ashley vibes from Diversity. I know this is a dude and he gotta be cute because Ashley kind of cute and the London boys be looking kind of cute. And then we get Ashley. I said, ah! They knew what they were doing. They said, we gonna make him this nice chocolate brother and we gonna bring him up in here looking all good with the accent. You know what, Ashley? I don't appreciate you coming in here trying to shake things up with my people in their communication because we're not even working on it. We've been seeing it for 4 episodes. We've been seeing it. We've been hearing it. We've been living in it with Liv girl. So the fact that you done showed up here, you showed up at her house. You've been texting her this whole time. I don't take surprises. We don't take surprises like this. Liv girl was unprepared. She was unprepared, but she still accepted it.
Ashley? Oh my god!
Say, girl, not too much excitement. Stop. Ashley came with a basket of goodies. He said, I know exactly what you like. They're doing too much now because Spence don't even know. Ashley is just all happy-go-lucky because you know why? You know why too? Ashley knows everything. Ashley knows every person. Ashley knows every gender. Ashley knows everything that is going on with Liv girl up until this very second. When Ashley walked through that door, Ashley knew everything up until that moment that was going on with Liv girl. Not a single other person could say the same. Not even Spence. Liv girl. No. I said, hold on, because you are cute. But I need to look at what you're really trying to do to us here. Because it's giving me that you got feelings for her. I can accept a friend who wants to be supportive. I can take that. But the vibes you're giving me is you had this girl for a year and 3 months to yourself, minus a weekend. You had this girl for a year and 3 months to yourself. And then you didn't. And you still kept in touch. You still kept in touch. You still kept up with everything that was going on with this girl up until this very second. You know about her brother. You know about the mom. You know about the friends. The vortex. You can name every single member. You know about her man. And you know about her career. That's the thing. You know what is happening with this book. Spence doesn't know that. Spence been left in the dark, y'all, about everything. Spence said, what is your pronouns? Ashley come up in there. Everybody surprised. Look at Jordayla.
Hey, this is my friend Ashley.
British Ashley. Okay. I thought that he was a she.
Yeah, that makes all of us.
We looking like, yo, what? Well, they surprised. I was not. I was just surprised by how good you look. Because I said, ain't nobody else up in there can take them. Ain't everybody else in the vortex is pretty much taken. That only leaves me. I'm the only one available. I guess. Ashley knows too. Ashley got the pecs out.
You know,
let me go shower real quick up in your house. I'll be right back. But you know what? I ain't even gonna put the t-shirt on. I know this AC is blasting up in here right now, but I can manage. Liv girl. I love you. But don't be saying you're trying to come for Lily.
We're not going to talk about the elephant in the room? Specifically, you failing to mention that Ashley is a guy. And hot.
you mean like you didn't mention Ryan, your not so bad looking business partner, to me?
Lily said, nope, we are not the same.
Well, I didn't keep that from Jordan. Can you say the same?
Like, not us. We got our own stuff. We just came out of some stuff. We are not about to be up in this. Ain't no way. Thing is, too, she is so chill with it. Like, she is trying to go through this day with Ashley as if this is just her homegirl. her homegirl, not her homeboy. Liv girl knows she guilty for not telling anybody, especially Spence, that Ashley was a guy. But at the same time, she knows she doesn't have romantic feelings for Ashley. She feels Ashley doesn't have these romantic feelings for her. I'm saying she because I do. She feels like it's just this platonic friendship where they support each other. That's the thing too. I'm gonna give her a little bit more slack because she kept saying, yeah, when Spence meets Ashley, I'm gonna bring Ashley to the beach house so you can meet Spence, yada yada. Like she was trying to make the little connection happen between Ashley and Spence. But girl, you felt some kind of way because you never told this man that Ashley was a man. You ain't never bring it up. We get them meeting Spence. We already know Spence not with it. Spence already going through it. Side note, because my man Spence this episode, the fact that we still got this whole not really playing him, we kind of passing to him, but now he's still getting tight on the field. We still not using him to his full potential on the field anymore. Y'all, I'm kind of over it. And you know what I realized? I was talking about this with my sister earlier too. Why I'm kind of over it is I think we need a break. We done had it for like the last couple of episodes. And just last episode, we done had the big blow up argument between him and Jor. It was drunk, but still, it happened. We knew what they were trying to get across because they were getting it across to us. I think there should have been a break here happening between us seeing them then arguing about it to now us seeing it happening still on the field. This episode here could have broken us and then given it back to us in like episode 6 or something. Although episode 6 is in the cabin episode. So maybe like episode 7. At this point, I want to see other people. Can we actually see this boy? What's his name? Dion? I think that's his name. Whatever the kid at Crenshaw name is that Spence been kind of mentoring. Could we at least see his practice? The practice they said didn't go well. They didn't even show it to us. Or could we see Coastal? They got Wade now. Jabari been there for how long? We ain't never see this man on the field over there. It's the fact that recently we keep getting GAU with Spence struggling on the field. Spence not getting passed to on the field. And it feels like forever to me now. So I kind of just want to break from that because I'm tired of seeing my man out here like this, struggling a bit. And I'm tired of seeing Mac too. That's the thing. Mac is just irking me every time I see him now. Just as much as Kenny. Got to break from him. Thank you very much. So can we just break it and go touch on other stuff, see some other teams out here or something, and then you can bring me back because I just need a break from Spence struggling on the field. At the same time, we have him now helping Dion. Love this. I said I like this Spencer. Who my man? He's Billy. He's Billy but better. He's like 10 times better than Billy. The way he gives advice, the way he listens. Like Layla said, Billy, he listened, but he ain't always give the best advice. My man Spence, he listens, he gives advice, he knows the questions to ask. I love that. That's why my man Dion was like, if that's your name, he was like, yo, I think this, you should really look into this as something else you could be doing. Listen here, especially because they've been showing him struggling on the field recently. So to see him excelling at this, I see it too. Y'all. Then we get my man going back to Lil Dill, right? And this is why, big deal, because he out here giving advice now from the little kid we met season 1. So who he is, the man he is today, giving his bro advice, and it was good stuff too. So to see him now in this position where Spence is, he didn't want to at first, but Spence is turning to him and confiding in him, and he can actually give some good stuff, to go off of and to clear your head and everything. It's kind of sad because so much is changing and people are growing. But I like seeing it because we get to see how they're actually growing and learning from, previous mistakes and things, because he was one person who Spence was coming to trying to get his head on right and figure out what it is he should be doing with his future and stuff, and just pushing him more. And now look, we done flipped it to where he's the one giving his older brother advice. Look at that. Back to Liv girl, because we ain't forget about you, girl. You and Ashley, we ain't forget about y'all. We back there. And Ashley is trying to be nice. Ashley is trying to get to know everyone. Ashley's trying to get to know everyone's voices. That's what it is. Because Ashley said, I done seen the photos. I know what you all look like. I know what you all do. I know everything about you guys because she done filled me in. She ain't tell you about me, right? Why you think that is? But anyways, I just need to put a voice to the face, to the name. And that's what Ashley is doing in this moment right here. But still being there for Liv girl. And I was like, I don't really like the way this is going, because this is giving me that Spence 1 ain't up with it because Spence didn't even know about you, my guy, in the way that he should have known about you. But at the same time, something about the way these conversations is going with Ashley and the way we have her constantly coming back to Ashley talking about what's going on with her, Liv girl, is telling me that Spence doesn't know all this stuff. and he didn't. This is what my issue was. Why do you have her fully confiding in Ashley about the deadline, about the book and everything that she's going through right now? Because right now is a struggle period for her. But why is it that she couldn't share the information with both? Why is it that Ashley got it and that was it? We're just gonna leave it at that. When they've been working on their communication this whole time, showing us this buildup of their communication this whole time, had us with that conversation at the beach house, with them in the backyard, talking about no matter their struggles or what they go through, they're always gonna be there to support each other, yada yada. And now we got her struggling, and y'all ain't even giving us that conversation between the two of them. Y'all got to talk about, oh no, I already got my clarity too. Alright, so we good. Alright, I'm gonna turn this way, you gonna turn this way. We got our clothes still on. We just gonna put the light out and go to sleep. Come on! I said, nah. It ain't that enough. Y'all, hold up. Because when they in the backyard and they having a conversation with Ashley, they got the little food out there. Spencer, he like, you know what? Before I say something crazy, I'm gonna give you props too, Spence. Oh, he kept his cool. I'm gonna give it to you. The old Spence would have been flipping. Old Spence would have reacted. Somehow, some way, he would have came on his face. Whether it be to Ashley, whether it be to Liv, he would have said something he wasn't supposed to say. Something he shouldn't have said. But now, he looked at Ashley. Oh, I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna sit with it, and I'm gonna process it, and I'm gonna deal with it later. That's what we in the backyard. Liv girl feels the tension, y'all. She feels it because she knows it's there. She knows she should have said something. She should have spoke up.
Undersell yourself. You sound like Olivia, and she's constantly telling me that.
I mean, that's what friends do, right? We lift each other up and help each other on their journeys.
She knew she should have said something that whole time. That was the biggest flaw. And because she was holding on to it is exactly why we got them struggling right now with their communication as it is. Because she should have been told this man what was up. Because it ain't like she just found out Ashley was a man. Been holding on to it this whole time. Which means this whole time we've been saying, oh my gosh, the communication, it's been so great. It's so amazing. She been holding on to it. Because what? It's a secret, y'all. I'm still commending the growth, though, from Spence. Because my guy still sat back there in that backyard and took it. He still took it. He heard about the deadline from Ashley. He heard about what was going on with Liv Girl from Ashley. And he still just sat with it. He ain't blow up. He ain't flip. He ain't do none of that. Spence, I give you props. You know what had me crying though? Like, yo, we gotta go. Looked at her man, and he was like, oh yeah, I don't even know why I was still sitting here.
Okay, yeah, we are gonna head out of here.
Okay.
Said now we got so much stuff going on ourselves. We got to get out of here. I said as long as it took my man to look at that text from Dion and to read it and everything, the fact that we flashed back and they were just now walking out too. I found my people. I found them. They were walking out. They were like this. Locked in. The timing ain't add up. It ain't add up. But I still took it because it took me right back to my people walking out of there. Y'all know when they be walking out of rooms, I be following.
I should go too.
Wait, already?
Yeah, I gotta go.
The nigga right there. Spence left too. Spence left. He said, you know what? Y'all go ahead. I'm just going to dip out. Still commending him on that because he ain't blowing up. He just slowly processing things, y'all. But I'm gonna take it because it's not like this crazy explosive blow between them where it's gonna be hard for them to come back from it. It ain't gonna be this big thing unless Ashley tries something. Don't you do it. Because it's not like she did anything with Ashley. She held into the secret. So I think it's something that they can just talk through and express. He can express his frustrations of her not opening up honestly about it and letting him know beforehand. Or even her just not sharing what was going on with the book with him and sharing that information with Ashley. And her speaking out about, you know, why she didn't initially tell him about Ashley in the first place. So once they have that conversation, it's going to be perfectly fine. So the fact that they ended it with them, you know, not really speaking about it. But they ended up in the same bed. That's the thing. He still came back in the end. My man, he went back in that bed. We're going to slowly go up from here. We just got to make our way back and get this communication back on track. Because, well, better on track because they were struggling a bit before because she didn't tell him. So once we do that, we alright, y'all. Jordayla, let me tell y'all. Because the way we were introduced, hold up. The homegirl was all up on him. She was all up on the neck. She said, that is my neck. Season 6, they said we are giving you things you ain't never get before. We get the chin, you get in the neck. You get in the neck next. And you would have thought you was going to get it from Joy. You would have thought, no, it's Lele. We're going to get her. Because y'all know she be all about this man. She was holding herself back. Season 4? Early season 5, because she ain't hold out that long. But early season 5, she was really holding herself back. She said, I gotta make up for all this lost time. I gotta make up for all the times you wanted me. I wanted you. You would've went and got me, but I was the one that was pulling back. I gotta get all back. And she She is touching on him. The hair is flowing. Girl is chilled. The outfit, y'all know I be loving the fits. Y'all know I be loving the fits. Lay, girl. He is sitting here.
What are you in the mood for?
Coffee.
Stop it, Jor. Stop it. Because we know you cannot resist. The fact that you're trying so hard to keep your focus on this computer while she is on your neck, while she is on your back, she is all up on you. You ain't fooling nobody. We see you. I see you.
I don't know whether to be offended or impressed by your laser focus. Hold on, Jordan Baker is proposing we not have sex? I don't know whether to be impressed or insulted.
I don't want you to feel rushed.
Stop fronting on us. Yeah, she stopped for a little bit. She said, it's only going to be so much. It's only going to be so much he could take. So I'm just going to stay this close. I'm going to stay this close and figure out what it is he dealing with so we can just get past this, because right now I need some.
Sorry, baby girl. I am. It's just I have to find a roommate for the beach house ASAP.
What's the rush?
Well, our landlord is increasing the rent. And Spencer and I cannot afford to split it with 2 vacant rooms now.
That girl, we know she ain't with it still, so she ain't trying to have that. She ain't trying to have him back up in here.
We find a new roommate or we move back here.
I vote roommate.
Right.
Was Spencer helping?
No, but he trusts me to handle this. Plus, I figured I would kind of give him some space to cool off after yesterday's game. I mean, dude's clearly got a lot on his mind, which is why I'd prefer to tackle this solo.
He said, right now, I can have you in my bed, and that's what I really want right now, so let's just get past it so we can get to that point.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be solo. I happen to be a pretty decent knower of all things roommate. So...
Y'all, I told y'all they be giving us stuff. He pulled the legs. He pulled the legs and went between them. What?
Since we're kind of splitting the workload now, we don't have to jump right in, do we?
Stop it! In their minds, they're like, we done made up. We done fixed our issues. She letting herself believe that. But you know what? I'ma take it. Keep giving it. They're like, we done fixed our problems. We done talked through it. We done made up. Our biggest issue is we need somewhere to keep a roof over our head. You know, we don't always want to do it at your place. Sometimes we want to do it at my place. But in order for us to keep my place, I gotta find me a roommate. You gonna help with that? Boy, she was like, yes, that's what they do throughout the day, right? They came downstairs all happy-go-lucky after they just got some from each other. Just jolly, looking so cute. Matching. Oh my gosh, the fits. They be making sure they are color coordinated with each other. This ain't about to mess up our day, but we still gonna be here to support her, you know? All right, what you got going on, girl? All right, so that's cool. We just gonna head out, though. We got other stuff that's going on. So they get back to the beach house. Stop, because the interviews? Little girl, you're a freak?
How loud are you guys? Because I'm a light sleeper. You mentioned your room's right next to mine.
Well, I can't
Depends on
really.
the time of day.
That right there, I said no, because I know this man will be the one who will be singing it from the rooftop. It's Lele girl. Ain't no way he gonna want to keep that on the low. But maybe it's because he said, I don't know, y'all. If it's my friends and stuff, I can put that out there, because this the fam. These the people. Y'all, and it's dudes that we out here interviewing too. You ain't about to be sitting here asking me about my sex life with my woman. I am not about to be giving you that information about how good she is in bed. You not getting that out of me. But Lele girl, she said,
This morning, for example, he wasn't very motivated.
Hold on. Motivated is not really the right word.
But, I mean, when we're on the same page, then, I mean, really, the sky's the limit.
you do you, boo. But I will be very vocal about my man. The look on his face. Okay, so we doing that. I was like, yes, girl, because they be taking us out the room. Bring us back in. Us and these possible new roomies in, please. She was like, the sky's the limit. Every second, I ate up every single second they were on my screen. Every time they showed me a glimpse, I was in that glimpse. I went and found that glimpse. It goes with the interviews, right? And I was convinced, still kind of convinced, I am actually, that they were gonna have this dude actually move up in this beach house. You know why I'm still convinced? Because when we ended with Spence and Liv, and then he was like, oh, how long is it actually staying? And she said, she don't know. She don't know. I said, It ain't about to work out with these people that Jordayla done found. That, they gotta go. That couple, no way. But Ashley, if Ashley's sticking around here and Ashley gonna try to cause some trouble up in Spelivia's relationship, which I don't want it, because I'm happy with where we're at. But at the same time, I like the tension. I like to see someone trying to come in and break what they done built, but to show how strong they really are, that they're not going to let that happen. That's what I want. So if Ashley needs to stick around for a bit and move in, I might be for it, y'all. Which, Same way. Let Simone come back up in here. I ain't gonna be phased by it, y'all. I will not be phased. It's just gonna... Imagine. Could you imagine if they had Simone come back and live in the beach house for a little bit because they need a roomie? I would eat it up because Jordan checking for her. He don't want her. That'll be bad for her. She is gonna be sick every night. Every night she would not know what to do with herself. She would be screaming into her pillow, banging on walls and everything else until she could find her way out of there. Let her come back. Same way, it would be so good to see her come and try to live up in that beach house. I will take Ashley going up in that beach house for the same reason. Ashley, you ain't getting live, girl. That is not going to happen. But if you need somewhere to stay while you up in America for a little bit, they're looking for a roomie over there. So I was fully convinced that was going to happen. It ain't happened. I'm still holding out hope. They end up finding these other two roomies, right? It ain't about to work. I don't know how they getting rid of these two people. I don't know what's going to come of that. But I know it's probably going to last all of like one more episode. And then they about to be out and we going to get Ashley up in there. You know what this got me to thinking too, with them looking for roomies and her really being on board with trying to help him find one, them finding this couple and clearly seeing that this couple is not going to work out with them. It got me to thinking about her not wanting to move in and why she told him like, oh yeah, I wanted to be like my parents. They waited until they got married, blah, blah, blah. I said, hold on, because I think it's more so the fact that it's been her meds this whole time, which I'm still like, does he even know about the meds? Which is why I'm like, I can see her more so being about the sleepovers and being on board for that. But at the end of the day, we each go back to our own place. I can do whatever I want, you know? I can take my meds freely. I can take them how I want to take them. Whereas if we're under the same roof 24/7, you don't even know about it and I'm trying to keep it on the low. Something like that, to where he doesn't know about the meds, or he doesn't know how often she's taking the meds. But I think because she had already said no before she started weaning off of the meds, I feel like he didn't know about them. Once you move in, them meds is going to be a big part of, well, at least it should have been beforehand, but now you kind of weaning it off. But still, that's a big part of your day-to-day life. So he going to be like, what's that, boo Tylenol? And she going to be like, oh, no. Yeah, no, we can't have that. So that's why she's just like, let me keep it separate. And you know, I see him for the booty calls, I see him for the late night visits, I see him for the little sleepovers and everything. It's gonna be a whole mess. So fast forward, right? We got the cabin episode coming up next. I am fully convinced, because I done told y'all, I said, now that this girl Patience done knew, she done failed her Patience basically on board what Ryan done told Layla about weaning off for her meds and everything, because she seems happier and more in control of her emotions and everything. No. So now I am fully convinced, because y'all saw that trailer. My man said, you've been lying this whole time. I am fully convinced that this girl Paige somehow, at least I want it. This is the way I want it. I hope they give it to me this way. That she is going to be the one, Paige girl, to break it to Jord, slip up, and let him know somehow, some way. Even if she lets everybody know, I don't even care at this point. Just let my man Jord get in on the know and let him know that his woman has been weaning off of her meds, and that is how he finds out. And he gonna have to go find her and talk to her about it. And it ain't gonna go well. It ain't gonna go well. But you know what? We're going to build up from here. He ain't ending this engagement because of that, especially because it's meds. It's something that is very, very serious. You know, it's her mental state. He got to be there to support her. He ain't going to just drop her because he found she weaning off of her meds. It's not like she cheated on him or something, but he going to be hurt by it. That's the thing. He going to be heartbroken. You my woman. You my girl. You are the love of my life. The person I want to see in the morning, the person I want to see during the day, the person that I want to close my eyes to at night. And this is what I didn't know about you this whole time. He going to be broken. Most definitely is. But will we come from here, y'all? Oh my gosh. And then Layla girl, because y'all know we're gonna need a break. We're gonna need a breakdown. And y'all know I've been waiting for my 416 moment. 416 part 2. Please. I've been waiting. And I don't think they're gonna give it to me this week here, because he gonna find out about it. I think it's gonna be later on into the episode that he gonna find out about it, so he ain't gonna be able to have that big fight. But come on, 7 or 8. I said 7 or 8. Give me my big blow up between them, so that way I can see them start to build back up their relationship and everything. So we've been having these little things between them, and then them putting it back together. Little thing, put it back together. And now we're getting to this big thing that's been holding them back. This big thing I think that's really been holding her back from him, because it has been. And to see this come out now and blow up, I shouldn't want it that bad. It shouldn't be exciting me this much to want it that bad, to see everything blow up in both of their faces pretty much. But I do. I do, because of where I know we're going to go from here. And it's going to be so good, y'all. That's why they be giving us whole lovey-dovey Jordayla this whole time. Makeup, sex, and kisses on the neck, chin grabs and stuff. They said we just going to feed y'all. We're going to feed y'all these next couple of episodes here, because where y'all going in 6? Where y'all going in 6 is about to be a struggle. Just know y'all about to be in the trenches for a little bit. Well, maybe like an episode or two. I was like, that's all it better be. When you come out of it, when you get out, you gonna love it. I said, okay. Until we get there, because now we got issues about to come up with both our people. I mean, both my people, because I don't know about y'all. Spelivia, Jordayla, it's about to be a little tension. Oh my goodness, hold on, because is Ashley coming to the cabin? Y'all, Ashley about to show up to this cabin somehow, some way, I think. That's just going to bring even more drama. Because Ashley's still in town. We don't know how long Ashley here for. Ashley moving. Ashley about to pop up at this cabin too, I think. And that's just going to bring even more drama for my people. Oh my gosh. You know what? Thank you, AA, because it's going to be so good. So that was everything for this week, y'all. And I will see you all next time. Next week, cabin week, 6-6. Let's go. Peace.